So today we're going to be making mayo from scratch at home. So we have two options available to us for homemade mayo. Either a hand blender and the pot it comes with, or a food processor. Now we did start making mayo with the hand blender and this container. It is entirely possible if you don't go through mayo that often. It's a fantastic option because the pot comes with its own lid and you can hold the finished mayo in that in here. We did, however, find it to be a little bit on the messy side, as it did tend to splatter quite a bit, as one of us was holding down the hand blender and the other was adding oil. So we did decide to get a second hand blender, and because it's larger, we've been making larger quantities. We do like our bread with mayo, so that's our own little guilty pleasure, but that's okay. And it's also much neater because it comes with a lid, so it keeps all the oil splatter inside the blender. And then it's also easier to scrape the sides and make sure all the oil gets in there. This will be a triple recipe because there's 3 eggs. The original base recipe calls for 1 egg per batch. Today we're going to be making 2 batches of regular mayo and 1 batch of mayo ranch. What you're going to need is eggs, mustard. We're using Dijon mustard today, but you can definitely use yellow mustard if that's what you have on hand. And we're going to be using white wine vinegar. So this is by the book, but again, any vinegar that you have, so plain white vinegar, apple cider vinegar, red wine vinegar. And we're also going to be using lemon juice as per the recipe. If you have lime, you could also try that. We've never used lime before, I don't think. But it should be okay because we're looking for something that adds citrus. And we'll also be using neutral oil, 1 cup per recipe. So again, this looks like a lot, but we're tripling the recipe today. We're also going to be using salt. Sorry, technical difficulties. We're also going to be using a half teaspoon of salt and 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. That's for the base recipe, which will be in the caption. So we'll include just the 1 batch of mayo. The recipe's in the caption. We are tripling that today. So for this recipe, we're going to start with the egg. And as we mentioned before, you can do this with a hand blender if that's what you have on hand.
So we're going to start by blending for 20 seconds just to get the eggs mixed up.
And we're using a timer here, just to make sure. And start. There we go. And as you can see, the egg is already quite pale in color and well blended.
So next step is to add 1 tablespoon of mustard for every egg. We're doing a 3-egg batch, so 3 tablespoons of mustard.
And again, we're using Dijon, but use whatever you have on hand. Our Dijon is a little bit close to empty. Didn't realize it was so low, so that's okay. There we go. So the good thing about cooking is that it doesn't need to be an exact science. Just more or less, especially if it's just for you. It's okay if it's not the exact measurement or the exact ingredient. As long as you like it, that's good.
So next is the vinegar, whichever one you have on hand. Again, it's 1 tablespoon for every egg that you use. So we are using 3 eggs, so 3 tablespoons of vinegar. And lastly, we're going to finish off this step with salt. So it's half a teaspoon for every egg. So we're going to have 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And then again, we're going to blend this mixture for another 20 seconds.
Which we'll just use the timer again. 3, 2, 1.
So the next step is to add the oil. When using a food processor, this is a one-person job, but when we were using the hand blender, it was very much a two-person job to be blending and pouring the oil, but with the food processor, it's so much easier. Just have to take off the top, have it blend while pouring into the top. So I'll start that now.
As you can see, the consistency is fantastic. That small stream of consistent oil is what helps it blend together nice and smooth. Yeah, so that's looking like mayo. So as some of you may have noticed, there's still lemon left as part of the recipe. So we'll be scraping down the sides to get all the oil in and adding the lemon last.
So since it's 2 teaspoons per egg, we're doing a 3-egg batch. So it'll be 6 teaspoons of lemon or lime juice if you have it.
Oof. Okay, that's definitely a blooper. You got my elbow.
I hate these bottles.
Oh, that's okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And with the lemon juice added, just have to blend it for another 10 seconds. And then it's done for, you can eat it right away, you can serve it, you can store it. And now taste.
Ta-da, mayo. How's it taste?
It's good to go.
Awesome.
Last step in making the mayo is just putting the mayo into whatever jar you have available to you. We're using 1 quart, just an old spaghetti sauce.
And just a small tip for you guys, if you have a jar like this, it also lists the ounces at the side. So at the bottom there you can see -8. 1 cup is 8 ounces. Just handy tip for you.
It's not the easiest process of getting this into the jar, but
And you might need to tap it to make sure there's enough space. You might have made a little bit too much, actually.
well, we'll just have to use it.
Which, in this household, is absolutely no problem. So we did accidentally make a little bit too much. We've never made it quite to the very edge. It's not pretty by any means, but it's still tasty. So we're just gonna put the lid on, and this will go straight into the fridge. Cheers to good food and good company.